Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
And tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final, the opening night ceremonies on an outsized weekend of high school basketball.
Yeah, we've got the Quincy Blue Devils fighting to stay perfect in conference play at Galesburg, another round of the Liberty Payson blood feud, and plenty of intrigue from Northeast Missouri and Southeast Iowa. But the most pressing order of business on our docket, opening night of the KHQA Subway Superfan Shootout.
That's tonight?
It is tonight.
I didn't know.
Believe
I
it or
hadn't
not.
heard. I'll tell you what, let's start off with the marquee battle of the night. Quincy Notre Dame against Springfield, two top 5 teams in the state. Springfield, a Class 5A team. Jordan Furricks and her Class 3A Lady Raiders trying to stay undefeated. It'll be a tall order tonight on senior night at the Pit, especially against this young lady, Ashton Williams, a Division I commitment to Air Force. She's a good one. Right off the opening bell, though, here comes Quincy Notre Dame. We've seen this so many times. Tip. Cassidy Gengenbacher, she's gone away from everybody. Good bucket. Jordan Furricks also attacking early, as it would be an early 4-0 lead in this one for Q&D. Furricks with the bucket and the Band-Aid at that point. Still, I tell you what, Springfield hanging around and actually taking a lead momentarily in the first quarter. Mary Beth Hugenberg answers it with the bucket. Then more of Cassidy. Straight up and under move. Beautiful stuff from her. She'd have herself a pretty darn good night with 22 points on the evening. More to come from Cassidy outside with a 3. Her team was down as many as 6. They make it a really interesting ball game. Second half, here comes Quincy Notre Dame in a very pivotal third quarter trying to pull this thing away, and they would do exactly that. Jordan Furricks, 24 points on the night, 12 rebounds. The future Missouri star doing work in this game. Meanwhile, at the other end, though, Springfield not going anywhere, back to within 2. Great pass there from Ashton Williams for an easy bucket. Just too much of Jordan Furricks, though, and company, as the Lady Raiders make it 70 straight against Illinois competition, 43 in a row overall. They get the win tonight overall by the final count, this one of 65-58. Jordan Furricks named your most outstanding player of the ball game. How about the Quincy Notre Dame boys? They're in an intriguing one as we speak against a North Lawndale team that came out, looked like just a world beater early on, already up 2-0. But Alex Fitch going to answer. Strong take against the defense. He gets that to go. Unfortunately, the rest of the first quarter would belong to these guys. Michael Lacey just knocking down jumpers right and left in this game. Q&D would trail by as many as 12 in the first quarter. However, they'd come all the way back, and they now lead in this ball game. Q&D with 2:08 left, up by 3, 45-42. We'll update you if we get a final by the end of this newscast. The other game tonight from the 3-pronged Superfan Shootout opener tonight, Quincy High School against the Unity girls, a David versus Goliath match, if you will, considering Quincy High's size. Unity having none of it. Jill Donnelly coming free early and setting the tone for her team, and her team was really good. Nobody better tonight than Brooklyn Moore. She's just attacking and working and getting things done. She had 19 points to share MVP honors with Brianne Begeman, who knocks down the long 3 here to kind of put this thing away. It's a 12-point lead at that point. Quincy High never gets any higher. They'll be bragging about this game in Mendon for a long time, and as well they should. Unity takes care of business tonight with the win in this one. 62-46 was your final, and the Superfan Shootout is just warming up. Tomorrow, starting at 9 games. It all will be going from early morning, probably till midnight, and games that are certainly worth your attention include the Q&D boys versus Alt Marquette, maybe the game of the entire tournament. Q&D versus Rolling Meadows on the girls' side, number 3 in the state on both ledgers in 3A and 4A head-to-head. West Hancock versus Ellsbury, and Payson Seymour versus Knox County. All good stuff coming up tomorrow. Ross Green, Quincy High School.
Up in Galesburg tonight, as we mentioned, trying to stay undefeated in Big Six play early on. Common theme for a lot of Blue Devil highlights lately, this guy, Zach Burry, just providing those big plays, those kind of spark plays. Gets a steal and a layup there to get Quincy on the board. Later on, a little bit more Burry. Steps back this time and hits a big 3. Quincy with a lead in the early going against the Silver Streaks. Remember, this was a 3-point Quincy win the first time these two teams met. Really no different this time. Jason Solren there, the soft touch on the baseline. These teams just trading punches back and forth in the first half here. Cole Abbey, nice assist down low there to Mr. Solren, who hits another one down close. Then it would be Abbey all by himself, kind of changing direction, uses the speed, but Quincy just not enough answers in this one. They fall to Galesburg tonight, their first conference loss of the season, 62-58, your final in that ball game.
Other scores tonight, Monrose destroys Macomb tonight despite Blake Louderman's better efforts. He's back from getting punched in the jaw, had braces and had to have the thing wired shut. Nice to see him back and playing. Biggest win of the night, at least to start with, Jacksonville tonight, a winner over Landfair, 49-45. Dalton Keene leading that upset with 20 points on the day. Also, Rockridge, speaking of upsets, their first loss in conference play at Illini West. Are you kidding me? Brody Gronwald and company taking care of Wisconsin commit Ethan Happ. 59-53, Illini West at the Superfan Shootout tomorrow against North Lawndale. Also, Pittsfield destroying Brown County 60-26. Wade Smith with a big night. Griggsville Perry all over Brussels behind a big night from Matthew Kennedy. West Central gets upended by Carrollton 51-46, and the Southeastern boys go on the road and lose at Unity. Ross.
Payson and Liberty, you know whoever walked out of this one, it would be a very nice win. We'll take it to the fourth quarter. Tyler Orman takes it all the way in. Eagles up by a point, 44-43. And then Michael Mast, as the Eagles get on a bit of a run here, layup inside, 46-43 Eagles. About 6 minutes to play, but Jake Voss had himself quite a fourth quarter. Hits the three right here. Payson takes the lead back, 48-46. Now Liberty would take the lead back again, so Payson's going to hit another big three, this time from Cody Hildebrand, 53-52. Indians lead under 3 minutes to play. Michael Blewett, though, you leave him open, this is what he's going to do. He will put Liberty back on top, 55-53. Back and forth we go, 2.5 to play. Then Michael Mast gets down low, little hesitation move, beauty right there. Tough shot, 57-53 Liberty. Payson, though, would come back and tie this game and get the final possession. 13 seconds to go. Here goes Mr. Voss. He wants it all to himself, and for good reason. He's going to take it and score on the scoop. Payson goes up 59-57. Liberty's final shot. Very good look, but it just wouldn't go. Big win for Payson tonight, 59-57. What a game.
Missouri, Iowa stuff now. Let's talk about Palmyra. Big win at home over Brookfield, 78-42. Clark County boys losing to Centralia by 7 tonight. Upset tonight, Mark Twain beating Louisiana, who was red hot yesterday, not so much today. Ethan Anderson spurring that Tiger victory. Clopton in overtime over Bowling Green, 53-52. And at home tonight, the Keokuk Chiefs, behind a double-double from Kendall Clark, take care of Fairfield. Ross.
And it was Hannibal hosting Kirksville tonight. Dalton Powell trying to get his team going early on, and well, he would do a pretty nice job. He will hit this opening three here to get Hannibal on the board. And remember, Kirksville, a team that we kind of saw over the summer, they're not too bad, and they were putting up a fight early on. Mitch Nichols, though, he gets his three-point game going as well. And well, I don't know if he called the bank, but either way, goes in. He likes that one. Hannibal with an early lead. Dylan Powell, then the big man. Watch this off-balance shot. Really tough kind of make here. He's going to get around his man, the spin, and kind of fade away there, hit the shot in close. He would then later hit a putback, you'll see here in a couple seconds. Too strong tonight, though. Dylan Powell does have 18 points, but it is Kirksville with the 17-point win tonight. 71-54, your final there.
Highland and Macon going at it tonight at the beautiful, beautiful facility over there in Ewing. Tell you what, it was a human highlight type night for Derek Smith. He's going to be really, really good, including that one right there. Off the one of the longest inbounds pass you'll ever see. Macon getting an answer right here. Josh Turner about to take and do work at the other end. Great stuff from him. More from Smith. Just gigantic tonight as he would take his team, put it on his shoulders, and spur them to victory tonight, as it would be a win for Highland, 69-41. Big night for that guy, Derek Smith, who also scored his 1,000th career point on the evening. Girls scores to pass along tonight. Palmyra gets a career high from Alexis Van Nostrand in beating Brookfield, 65-54. Monroe City takes out South Shelby on the road, 56-39 was your final. Carly Spalding also scoring her 1,000th career point tonight in that ballgame. Ross.
Macon and Highland girls early on. It starts with Macon as Brad Dance's team looking to get a home win, as it would be a steal, though, by the Tigers in the early going. Valerie Schmidt with the layup off the steal. Good start for the Tigers there, but Taylor Wiseman had a nice night. She will score in the paint. Nice long pass, just perfectly on target. Good bucket for Wiseman right there, but it would be more Schmidt for Macon. Another layup. She is tough to stop when they get into transition. She would score again, but Highland answers back once again. Kristen Bringer going to get inside here, the catch and the release. That's good for another two, but Trinity Rainey, had a big night for Macon as this one closed out, as Macon gets the win over Highland tonight. 38-24. A lot of rainy there in the final couple seconds.
Indeed, it was a rainy forecast indeed. Also tonight, more from you.
Mark Twain, Louisiana girls. It was Morgan Murray here, a long two for Louisiana. Gives them the lead, but Megan Huff would answer from about 15 feet for Mark Twain, and this one was back and forth in the first quarter as well. Jennifer Radcliffe, you've seen a little bit of her this season. She is going to get a very nice and one here. Kind of gets the pass, works it inside and one. Later on, it was Huff in close for two, as never did get a final from this one. I can tell you though, it was a very close game in the second quarter.
All right, we'll try to get you an update on the web. A couple of Iowa scores tonight from the Super Conference Shootout. Central Lee, a winner over Winfield, 56-36, and a tough night for Holy Trinity as they end up losing on the other end to Highland, 41-38 was your final. That Quincy Notre Dame game just went final. They beat North Lawndale, do the Raiders, 47-43. The freshman Drew Eaton came off the bench, 19 points tonight, 6 threes, named to watch going forward for QD. Also, Luke Guthrie fails to make the cut today in Phoenix. We are doing Overtime Meltdown tomorrow. Absolute meltdown. Highlights from all 9 of those games. College basketball. You've got wrestling.
Wrestling up in Macomb should be a lot of 1 seeds that we're looking at, and a lot of wrestling highlights coming your way tomorrow in Overtime.
We're going to have some fun. We will see you tomorrow night, everybody, for what promises to be maybe the most loaded day of the year. If you can get out to the Superfan Shootout, 1 ticket price buys you admission to all of those games, and it will be a fantastic show. If nothing else, you have to see QD Rolling Meadows girls, because that may be the one team on the schedule that may have a shot at beating QD. QD, after 2 straight games, though, they look unbeatable at this point. Boy, the boys playing really well tonight against the loaded North Lawndale team. Lots of great games tomorrow. Get on out, support your local community, come to the Superfan Shootout. Come by early, you might get free breakfast. Come by anytime, say hi to us, guys. We'll be there.